silence. It sounds so sweet. Precipitating violence of these streets.
Dopest RENegades was good. Happy to see y'all. Hope you guys are happy to see me. You already know what time it is, man. We got to lock in and everything. We got Impatient again, y'all. We going through this whole album. I'm trying to have it done by the end of this week. We're going to see if I got time and everything. I hope so. So we got Silence up here, man. So let me go ahead and check out this one. Big salute to Ren Space for all your countdowns, man. Let's get it. I be liking these. The little samples. I like the tone. I like that.
The sound of silence.
Bet. Man, I'm so mad I missed these countdowns, y'all. I really wish that I wasn't at work and all that other crazy stuff so I could enjoy these countdowns with y'all. Check out the live reactions and the live like premieres and all that other good stuff. I really wish I could, man. Like this like some historical stuff. So yeah, we got the visualizer, man. Y'all let me know. I don't think they dropped the music video. Y'all let me know in the comments if they did. But I see the visualizer. That's what we're going to be reacting to today. And of course, we're going to take that walk and all those for that aren't familiar with the channel. We break down the lyrics after we do our first viewing. We take in all the information and all that. I analyze it, watch it, tell you what I like about it. Let's go ahead and get back into it, y'all.
The sound of silence. It sounds so sweet. Precipitating violence on these Brighton streets. Tommy boy weighs down like 15 Stellas on his ones like a cappella. The beginning of the end is night, but it's Alpha and Omega. Neco, Jaeger, bomb invader, stomach lining, vodka chaser. Drunken and disorderly, no ordinary behavior. He was fucking smashed, to put it lightly. Stumbles off his stool and calls the barmaid not politely. Dicey glances from security, certainly they get lively. Waiting for a reason to leave Tommy boy untidy. What a state you barred, mate. Procedure, he vacates the place to meet his dealer. Fetch a gram of white, a side of reefer. A shaky fate awaits the shady geezer. I need a couple of everything. Ecstasy, cocaine and ketamine. Nitrous, amphetamine, masculine hit and a little blue pill so my dude stays stiff. Wasted, Tommy gets white boy wasted. That's white on the gums, can't taste it. Neck and knee then gun till your face shift. It's adjacent to the pavement. Stumble down Brighton pavement like it's fear and loving in Vegas. There's a yank on the sidewalk pacing, so Tommy squares up like silence. It sounds so sweet. Precipitating on these Brighton streets.
Timothy was in the UK only for a few days. Had a business conference Monday night, but then on Tuesday he went to see the sights and Ubered out to Brighton before he had that return flight to Staten Island. And you see now Timmy had the wife and kids at home, so in recent years he left to drink alone. But he's a whole ocean away, and when in Rome, what could go wrong? Was the mindset that he had that evening. Just one quick drink before leaving. Ordered a dirty martini, soaked in the sights he was seeing. Had to go and hit that water closet, and he had himself one hell of a piss. Walked back to the bar, left a real good tip, and he saw that his drink had a few more sips. So he drank it down and then walked outside, not knowing that he would be in for a ride. Cause all of a sudden he feels like he's high and his vision is blurring and he don't know why. Roofy, Timmy got date rape roofy, like that hangover movie. And now he's in for a doozy, feeling woozy. And he truly could barely stand upright when he ran into some British dickhead looking to fight. So Timmy squared up like
silence. It sounds so precipitating violence on these Brighton streets.
On a fateful night, on a Brighton street.
Yeah.
Two lost souls they face and meet. One deranged on booze, and E, the other spiked with GHB. So face to face with bloodshot eyes, they sow the seeds of their demise. On this Brighton street, where the darkness looms, these two young men will meet their doom.
Swing and punch,
I dip and duck.
get fucked, head butt.
Whoa, what the fuck?
You Yankee cunt.
Wait, I've been drunk.
Well, I guess that makes two of us.
No, really, man. Wait, hear me out. Just come a little closer.
Ow, you sneaky prick.
Oh, you like that shit? Free dental care.
My tooth is
They were
chipped.
fucked up anyways. You're a brick.
Nah, classic American culturalist.
We are the culture.
Suck my dick and then wash it down with some Ozempic.
Wait, what?
You people are fat and dumb.
Oh, yeah? Well, at least we got guns. Ever since 1781, we've been on top.
Lad, are you dumb?
Not yet, you fuck. Here's an uppercut.
But I'm ducking down and I struck his gut and I grab his coat and I pick him up.
But we both fell down because I kicked his nuts.
Get off me, you prick.
I can't. I'm stuck. I can't see straight.
No, really, get up, cause fuck, we're about to get hit by this bus. Silence. It sounds so sweet. Precipitating violence of these streets. The sound of silence. It sounds so precipitating on these Brighton streets. Ah, fuck it, I'm done.
Yo, man, big salute to Timmy and Tommy, man. Of course, I like the reggae inspired sound and everything. And then, of course, like we know Ren can hit those notes and everything. He just brings it in. And I think that he actually did didn't he like tease this video? Well, not this video, but didn't he like tease this song? Like he was riding on a bike or something like that. I believe I seen like a short of him like before like the album dropped and everything when he was doing like his live premieres for the different songs on the album. And he was like riding on a bike. And I think this was one of the ones playing.
The sound of silence. It sounds so sweet. Precipitating violence on these Brighton streets. Tommy boy weighs down like 15 Stellas on his ones like a cappella. The beginning of the end, this night was Alpha and Omega. Necker, Jaeger, bomb invader, stomach lining, vodka chaser. Drunken and disorderly, no ordinary behavior. He was fucking smashed, to put it lightly. Stumbles off his stool and calls the barmaid not politely. Dicey glances from security, certainly they get lively. Waiting for a reason to leave Tommy boy untidy.
But this is wild, man. Tommy and Timmy. Tommy represents like Britain, and then Timmy represents America. And it's so crazy how like they're representing these characters and then they come together and they start fighting. Then the insults and everything. So I like how Ren has the perspective of Tommy walking around Brighton and everything. And pretty much Timmy and Tommy both like to fight people. And that's how they both ended their verses. And then they end up fighting with each other. And I like how both of them are in character going back and forth. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and take this walk, dog. Go ahead and put all your shoes on, put on your sneakers, your chancletas, whatever you want to put on, and we go take this walk, man. Let's dive right into it, man. So initially when I heard it, like I just like with the countdown, I was already digging the song. Like I'm just like, okay. And then you hear Ren's voice, the sound of silence. It sounds so sweet. Precipitating violence in these Brighton streets. So when you hear that off rip, you're just like, all right, cool. Like we're talking about violence in Brighton. And obviously like this right here looks like it happened in Brighton. And I just wonder when it come to Ren, like it's just like, all right, I need the police out here. You know, we got the stretcher. Let's leave this body out here, man. We're gonna use it as a visualizer. And y'all know Ren, like when you watch the BTS with Ren and everything, you see how passionate he is about the crazy stuff he comes up with, and it always ends up coming out dope. So it's like, you know, I could just picture all that. But this is what the product of it is. And it came out really good.
The sound of silence. It sounds so sweet. Precipitating violence on these Brighton streets.
Hey.
Tommy boy, where's that?
So now we get introduced to Tommy. Tommy boy was down like 15 Stellas on his ones like a cappella. That right there is hard. And of course, we're talking about Stella Artois and everything to beer. The beginning of the end, this night was Alpha and Omega. Necker Jaeger bomb, Invader Storm, and gliding vodka chaser. So obviously he was sipping Jaeger bombs and everything. Y'all know that's Red Bull and Jaeger. And then he chases it down with like vodka and everything. Drunken and disorderly, no ordinary behavior. He was fucking smashed, to put it lightly, stumbled off his stool and calls the barmaid not politely. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, he's calling the barmaid and he's not being polite. He's like probably insulting her, like, hey, get over here, whatever you want to call her. Dicey glances from security. Certainly, they get lively. So obviously, they see him over there, so they get lit. They're like, all right, we're zoned in on you. We see you. Waiting for a reason to leave Tommy Boy untidy. I like that play on words right there. Like, leave Tommy Boy untidy. So pretty much, like, we're not gonna leave him clean. Like, we're gonna do something to him. We're gonna rough him up. What a state you barred, mate. Procedure, he vacates the place to meet his dealer. So he gets up out of there and everything. Then he goes to go meet like his drug dealer and everything. Then we talk about the drugs and everything. Fetch a gram of white. So obviously we're talking about cocaine. Fetch a gram of white, a side of reefer. So he's copying cocaine and he's copying weed. A shaky fate awaits the shady geezer. I need a couple of everything: ecstasy, cocaine, and ketamine. So he's locking in. So we already have Tommy up here. He gets kicked out of the bar and everything. He's already drunk. Then he meets his dealer and goes gets drugs. So you already know this doesn't sound like it's going to end well.
Down like 15 stellars on his ones like a cappella. The beginning of the end this night was Alpha and Omega. Necker, Jaeger, bomb invader, stomach lining, vodka chaser. Drunken and disorderly, no ordinary behavior. He was fucking smashed, to put it
I like that part. He was fucking smashed, to put it lightly, hard.
Smashed, to put it lightly. Stumbles off his stool and calls the barmaid not politely. Dicey glances from security, certainly they get lively. Waiting for a reason to leave Tommy Boy untidy. What a state you barred, mate. Procedure, he vacates the place to meet his dealer. Fetch a gram of white, a side of reefer. A shaky fate awaits the shady geezer. I need a couple of everything: ecstasy, cocaine, and ketamine.
I need a couple of everything: ecstasy, cocaine, and ketamine. I like that. Nitrous amphetamine, masculine hit, and a little blue pill. So my dudes, that part right there had me weak, man. So when he said and a little blue pill, I was like, all right, man. He talking about keeping his joint up and everything for the ladies. So he needs all the drugs. He needs the pill and everything. His Viagra, if you will. If you guys got an idea. Wasted, Tommy gets white boy wasted. That white on the gums, can't taste it. So he put the cocaine on his gums and everything. It numbs like your mouth and all that stuff. Like a new Dangoon to your face shift. It's adjacent to the pavement. So y'all know adjacent and everything. Stumble down Brighton pavement like it's fear and loathing in Vegas. There's a yank on the sidewalk pacing, so Tommy squares up like, then you hear silence. It sounds so sweet. So pretty much Tommy, he gets all fucked up and then he's going down the Brighton streets and everything. And then he sees somebody and then he squares up with them. So, and that's how it ends. So I just caught what's going on. That's dope right there. Shouts to Ren and Webby. I just thought about it. So pretty much the story continues with Timmy. So he's saying there's a yank on the sidewalk pacing. So Tommy squares up like silence. And the way Webby ends his, Timmy squares up. And then after that, they go back and forth. So obviously Tommy sees Timmy. And then Timmy sees Tommy at the end of Chris Webby's verse. Hard.
Just amphetamine, masculine hit, and a little blue pill, so my dude stays stiff. Wasted, Tommy gets white boy wasted. That's white on the gums, can't taste it. Like a knee then gun to your face shift. It's adjacent to the pavement. Stumble down Brighton pavement. Like it's fear and loathing in Vegas. There's a yank on the sidewalk pacing. So Tommy squares up like
hard. I love the way you put that together.
It sounds so sweet. Precipitating on these Brighton streets. Timothy.
Hey, so this is one of them tracks too where I'm so locked into it with the storytelling and everything. I forgot that Chris Webby had a verse up here. And those right there be crazy because I got some tracks that I listened to for the first time. I think which one was it? Monsters. You know what I'm saying? On the Monsters joint, Chris Webby went first. And I was like, oh man, this is dope. And I was like, that's right, Ren still got a verse. So with this one, it was the same thing. When Chris Webby went, I was like, that's right, Chris Webby got a verse. Because I be so locked in. So now we get introduced to Timmy, right? Timothy was in the UK only for a few days, had a business conference Monday night, but then on Tuesday, he went to see the sights and Ubered out to Brighton before he had flight to Staten Island. So obviously, Timmy is from Staten Island and everything, and he took a plane because he has a meeting business out there in Brighton. You see now, Timmy had a wife and kids at home, so in recent years, he left the drink alone, but he's a whole ocean away, and when in Rome, what could go wrong? So he's saying he's a whole ocean away. So pretty much you already know when you go to like the UK, they call it jumping across the pond. He's a whole ocean away. So pretty much that's what it is. So I'm in another country. And I like that too. And when in Rome, because Rome is also over there in the EU and everything. When in Rome, what could go wrong was the mindset that he had that evening. Just one quick drink before leaving. ordered a dirty martini, soaked in the sights he was seeing, had to go and hit that water closet, and had himself one hell of a piss. So pretty much, after drinking the dirty martini, he had to use the bathroom and everything. He had to go pee. Walked back to the bar, left a real good tip, and he saw that his drink had a few more sips. So he drank it down and then walked outside, not knowing he would be in for a ride. Because all of a sudden, he feels like he's high, and his vision is blurring, and he don't know why. My bad, y'all. There's like a loud plane out here. So the thing about Timmy is, Timmy, obviously, it sounds like somebody roofied his drink. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, yo, I had a few sips and I went back and drunk. But he left his drink, if I'm not mistaken. Because he says it right here. He said he had to hit the water closet. So when he went to go use the bathroom, somebody did something to his drink, right? So he said he had himself one hell of a piss, walked back to the bar, left a real good tip, and he saw his drink had a few more sips. So he drank it down and then walked outside, not knowing that he would be in for a ride. Because all of a sudden, he feels like he's hot. My bad, y'all. Let's let Webby catch up, man. I'm just so locked into these lyrics. Let's get it.
Was in the UK only for a few days. Had a business conference Monday night, but then on Tuesday he went to see the sights and Ubered out to Brighton before he had that return flight to Staten Island. And you see now Timmy had the wife and kids at home, so what recent years he left to drink alone. But he's a whole ocean away, and when in Rome, what could go wrong? Was the mindset that he had that evening. Just one quick drink before leaving, ordered a dirty martini, soaked in the sights he was seeing. Had to go and hit that water closet, and he had himself one hell of a piss. Walked back to the bar, left a real good tip, and he saw that his drink had a few more sips. So he drank it down and then walked outside, not knowing that he would be in for a ride. Cause all of a sudden he feels like he's high in his
He's like, so he drank it down and walked outside, not knowing that he would be in for a ride, because all of a sudden he feels like he's high. And his vision is blurring and he don't know why. Roofied, Timmy got the date rape roofied. Like that Hangover movie. Ooh, y'all seen Hangover? Crazy. All of them. Bangkok. And now he's in for a doozy, feeling woozy, and he truly could barely stand upright. That's when he ran into some British dickhead looking to fight. So Timmy squared up like. So obviously, reading these lyrics again, Tommy is the problem. Timmy came there. Timmy was innocent. He was chilling. And he got roofied. Yeah, so pretty much him and, Tommy end up squaring up. And I like the way that Ren and Webby put this together, going back and forth with the insults. It was dope.
that he will be in for a ride, cause all of a sudden he feels like he's high and his vision is blurring and he don't know why. Roofie, Timmy got date rape roofie, like that Hangover movie. And now he's in for a doozy, feeling woozy. And he truly could barely stand upright when he ran into some British dickhead looking to fight. So Timmy squared up like
Silence. It sounds so
Shh.
precipitating violence on these Brighton streets.
So we got the interlude, and the interlude's like, on a fateful night in Brighton, two lost souls they face and meet. One deranged on one deranged on booze and E, and the other spiked with GHB. So obviously, we already know who's who. So face to face with bloodshot eyes, they sow the seeds of their demise. On this Brighton street where the darkness looms, these two young men will meet their doom.
Fateful night.
Crazy work.
On a Brighton street, two lost souls they face and meet. One deranged on booze, and E, the other spiked with
That kind of sound like Morgan Freeman, man.
GHB. So face to face with bloodshot eyes, they
I know
sow
it's not,
the seeds.
but it reminds me of Morgan Freeman.
On this Brighton street, where the darkness looms, these two young men will meet their doom.
Swing 'em punch.
I dip and duck.
And I like that swing and punch. I dip and dug, and it's like it's putting you in the fight, man. Get fucked, headbutt. Whoa, what the fuck, you Yankee cunt? What? I've been drugged. Well, I guess that makes two of us. Not really, man. Wait, hear me out. Just come a little closer. Oh, you sneaky prick. You like that shit? Free dental care. My tooth is chipped. They were fucked up anyways. You're a Brit. So it's like, damn. Classic American cultureless. We are the culture. Suck my dick and wash it down with some Ozempic. I'm like, gosh, man. You people are so fat and dumb. And then after that, Chris Webby gets in. Ever since 1781, we've been on top. So it's just like, it's wild hearing this, man. You could see it in your brain because the way they write so well.
Fucked headbutt.
Whoa, what the fuck?
You Yankee cunt.
Wait, I've been drunk.
Well, I guess that makes two of us.
No, really, man. Wait, hear me out. Just come a little closer.
Ow, you sneaky prick.
Oh, you like that shit? Free dental care.
My tooth is...
Oh, so all right, so so Timmy hit him first. Tommy started with the insults, and then Timmy said what he said, and then Tommy had another insult, and then Timmy's like, "Yo, get closer." He punched him in the mouth.
They were fucked up anyways, you're a Brit.
Nah, classic American culturalist.
We are the culture.
Suck my dick and then wash it down with some Ozempic.
Crazy.
What?
You people are fat and dumb.
Oh yeah? Well, at least we got guns ever since.
And then it's like, you know, people are fat and dumb. He's like, well, at least we got guns. So you know how it is with American. Like, the American food is a hamburger. That's the American meal. Like, that's the American food is a hamburger. You know, so historically, Americans have been known as for being fat and lazy. So that's why he's saying that. That's why Ren said you're cultureless, just like typical Americans. You know, so he's like, that's why Ren was like, suck my dick and wash it down with some Ozempic. And then like Webby was like, wait, what? And he's like, your people are fat and dumb. Oh yeah, well at least we have guns. So America, we have guns. In Britain, they don't. What I'm not gonna say they don't. They're not supposed to have guns. Guns are illegal in Britain, right? And then like that's when Webby's like, ever since 1781, we've been on top. Lad, are you done? Not yet. You fuck. Here's an uppercut, but I'm ducking down and I struck his gut. So I like that right there because they're narrating. So he tried to throw an uppercut, and then he ducked down and hit him in his stomach. And I grab his coat and I pick him up. But we both fell down because I kicked his nuts. Get off me, you prick. I can't. I'm stuck. I can't see straight. No, really, get up because fuck, we're about to get hit by this bus. So pretty much they both end up dying while they end up squabbling in the streets.
1781, we've been on top.
Lad, are you done?
Not yet, you fuck. Here's an uppercut.
But I'm ducking down and I struck his gut and I grab his coat and I pick him up.
But we both fell down because I kicked his nuts.
Get off me, you prick.
I can't. I'm stuck. I can't see straight.
No, really, get up. Cause fuck, we're about to get hit by this bus.
And that right there is crazy. So then watching this visualizer, you see what happened. That's why you had the person on the stretcher and the person on the ground. So it looked like when we go back here, you got the person on the stretcher, and then you got the person on the ground and everything. The person on the ground stays in that body bag. So it looks like one of them might have made it. Looks like one made it and the other one didn't. So, you know, because you know when they wrap you up, it's a wrap. The other person wasn't wrapped up. He was on the stretcher and you can still see him. Then you have the witnesses and everything. My bad, y'all. I'm just being observant.
Silence. It sounds so sweet. Precipitating violence of these streets. The sound of silence.
Ren's voice, man.
It sounds
It's wild.
so precipitating. On these Brighton streets. Nah, fuck it, I'm done.
Shouts to Inpatient with another banger, man. So let me look at this real quick. Yeah, so you see this right here. You got, I don't know if this is Tommy or Timmy, but one of them is up here. One of them is still alive. So it seems. And it's crazy. Y'all know how like life is, man. More than likely, you know what I'm saying? That's probably, I don't know, man. I don't know which one it'll be, man. But I know it's like some Easter eggs in here or something. But yeah, like I said, you in the body bag, you're dead already. They got you zipped up. And you already know Ren and Webby strategically made it this way. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get a good joint right here to have on the screen. Yeah. So that right there was Silence. Another banger from them, man. I can't wait to listen to more of it with you guys. We're almost done with the album. If you're new to the channel, please go to the Ren playlist, the Ren and Chris Webby playlist. We have an Inpatient playlist with all of like the reactions so far that we've done. Let me know how y'all feel about it, man. Is this one of y'all favorites on the album? I think it is with me just because I love storytelling. You know what I'm saying? And then when you could write and you could make me feel like I'm there, you get credit for that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I was watching a movie. And like I said, like when I was listening to Ren's verse, I forgot Webby had a verse. You know what I'm saying? So with me forgetting Webby had a verse, I'm like, dang. And then I'm like, without Webby, the story wouldn't exist. You know what I'm saying? So Tommy is the setup to meet Timmy, and they tell both of their stories. So really enjoyed it, man. You never know what you're going to get on this album. This album might have you hype, have you laughing, have you crying, have you chilling, have you vibing, everything. You know, I haven't had one whack listen yet, and I don't think I'm going to, man. This whole album, the production, everything, man. Also, big salute to JP on the track with this production. It's phenomenal, and we know Ren's been producing, and I believe Chris Webby's been producing some stuff too. So these three together to make Inpatient is fire to me, man. But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, man. What's your favorite song on the album so far? I ain't gonna say so far because you already heard the album. What are your spins? What are your top 5 spins? Leave them in the comments. Protect your peace with your peace. Stay away from negativity and naysayers. Keep doing what you love. Keep having fun. And everything will come. I love you guys. I'll holler at y'all on the next one. Y'all be safe and y'all be easy out there. All right. Peace.